Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, the Backpacking Geordie, and today I'm going to discuss my brew kit, fire kit, stove, call them what you want. I'm going to talk you through what I take camping in different camps, different setups. First of all, I would like to thank yous, especially Wendy, Lily and Lydia. Over the Christmas period you all bought us some coffees, and that was very nice of you. Me and Kyla would like to say thank you. And you might have noticed on the intro that we've took off the Kind Monster graphic and we've added a bit extra music on, so we've spent that money on updating our editing software, so thank you very much. And talking about the intro, roll that intro. Okay, so this is basically my cook set setup. To start, we've got the jet boil that goes on the majority of the camps and hikes I do. We've got a new addition I've just got off my mum and dad for Christmas, which is a little meths burner, spirit burner. I haven't used one of these before, so I'm going to try that out on this video. We've got this little fire dragon stove, and what you can see is you can put the little fire dragon gel into there, take out the pack and you put it in there and it burns. It probably burns enough to boil some water for a cup of tea. You can also use it, put a couple of twigs in maybe. Great little compact lightweight piece of kit. The next one is the firebox. I've used that in a couple of woodland camps. Great little piece of kit, but again you do need wood for fuel. Nice little way to keep warm or cook a nice meal, make a nice brew on it. So I've used that a couple of times. This is a titanium one that I got off Amazon. Really nice piece of kit, folds down, very compact, very light. This is just my titanium flask that I use. If I don't use the jet boil, I use this. So again, you would just sit that on the stove like so, and boil yourself your water. Leading on to this is the first piece of kit I ever got when I first started wild camping and hiking, and it was just a very little cheap little gas burner off Amazon, no frills. I think it was only about £15, £20. Came as part of like a little cup set with this in, and I've had this now for probably about 6 years. For the money, it's indestructible. It's never failed it, and it's a great little gadget. And all you do is basically just screw it onto your gas canister, and pretty much you're good to go. And the little legs come out just as an extra little pot support. So again, just put your pot on. Good. I've also got a little fire starter. This is from the company Ordnance Survey, who make the maps. It's got a magnesium rod on there and a flint, and all you do is you just pull that off and strike it, get a couple of sparks going like so, and that'll light any dry tinder or gas. This gadget here is just a fold up windshield. Again, if you were cooking on a windy day, you could just put that round your stove. You know, it'll fit around anything basically. Stop the wind and make your fuel a lot more efficient and less of a hazard. you don't want, if you especially got your little wood box going, firebox, you don't want embers and sparks going all over the shop. So going back to Jetboil, this is a lovely piece of kit. There are cheaper alternatives out there from Alpkit, such likes, but this is like the common one that a lot of people have. What I like about this is everything's compact. So basically that there is your whole cook system. So you take off your silicone lid. Inside I've got my frying pan adapter that can go on the bottom of the Jetboil. You got your pot stand for your gas. You got your gas. Obviously you need to get the small gas canisters, all the ones that fit in. And you've got your actual burner. And all I do is I just keep a piece of kitchen roll just in the bottom of there. Just soaks up any liquid that might be left in, and also just protects it a little bit. So all you would do is just unclip the plastic silicone cover. And here you just flip open your adjuster for your gas ratio. Screw, obviously make sure you get a screw in gas type. There are two types of gas bottles. There's the ones you like puncher, if you like, which are more for like sort of car camping, and these are the screw-in ones, so you can detach it all you want. Again, get your little gas support stand if you need it. On here it's pretty much not going to go anywhere, but on uneven ground or in a tent you may want to add this. I use it pretty much all the time when I'm wild camping because the ground's not that firm. There you go, there's your system. Put your water in your Jetboil, light it up. Basically that just clips back on, and there you go. That's how easy that is. Good to go. So I'm just going to do a few videos now of showing you them in use with the different fuels burning away. So again, as you can see, that's the Jetboil when I'm wild camping. That's the Jetboil with like a meal bag in, like a meal pouch, like a Wayfarer's, something like that. The boil of the water, the indicator on the side of the Jetboil goes orange as the water boils, and then you can regulate it to simmer the meals. This one here is my little Hexy burger from Fire Dragon. As you can see there, I'm just using that in a little woodland camp, and you can see just burning a couple of twigs, having a little brew in the woods. But again, you need to have sticks and woods to do that unless you're taking the little gel capsules around with you. The next one's my firebox. I used this recently on a bivvy camp up in Harwood. I sat and I cooked some burgers on it, and I also just sat next to it just to keep warm, a little bit of comfort. Again, really over the moon, used that a couple of times, great piece of kit, but you do need wood and fuel handy, so it's no good if you're up on the top of the fells here. There's my little Amazon burner in use. Again, I've had that a number of years now, must be at least 5 or 6 years, and it works really, really well. It's basically sort of like a cheap option to the Jetboil, same sort of similar situation, whereas you need the titanium flask as opposed to Jetboil flask. But again, it's been a great piece of kit, and you can get them very cheap. You can get much more expensive alternatives. Okay, so part of this video, I'm just going to have a look at this and give you my first impressions. So this is like a little spirit burner, we got it off the internet. It comes with a little pot support stand. I think it's a Trangia, I think they make them, but like more expensive ones. So basically you need a fuel bottle, fuel full of the correct fuel, like methylated spirits, etc. And then all you do is you just open this up. Just bear with us because I haven't used this very much. Pour your fuel in there, and then that, oh, sorry. So that's the lid to keep the fuel contained. And you pour the fuel in there, and then when you want to put it out, you just put that over it. It stops the oxygen getting to the fuel, and obviously, as we all know, without oxygen you can't have fire. So hopefully, if we try this out, that'll work. So all we're going to do now is put some fuel in there and see what happens. Okay, so we've just put some spirit in the burner, and now we're going to see if we can light it off my new ferro rod and get a flame. So we'll just stand back. There you go. And all you would do, get your cup, there you go. That's a nice little piece of kit. Obviously be very careful though, because with the flammable liquid, like anything, it can be dangerous. So you get your warmth off it as well. So all you do to put it out is just get your snuffer, as I would call it. I don't know if that's the right name. Put it out. That just takes the oxygen away from the fire. So the fire triangle would put the fire out. Hey presto. There you go. Excellent. I'm looking forward to using that on my camps. Right, is it recording? Like counting it over? Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel. The Backpacking Geordie. In the day, what? Just
your face is right in the number now. Does that matter?
no. Right. It's all right. Or just tilt it up slightly if you want. That's down.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So we've put the fuel in the little stove, and now we're going to see if we can get it lit off a spark. Whoa. Oh, dear me. Until I haven't done this before. There you go. I've got a little bit of spillage there. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing my video of my different coke systems. I'm sure if you watch my channels you see all of them in use. Try my little spirit burner there, and yeah, looks good. Looking forward to using that. So please, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, means a lot to it. And hey, why don't you even buy her coffee? You never know, you might get your name shouted out. Anyway, till the next time, see you there everyone, take care.